Deuces didn't fill out a bracket though.
Bro, I don't know how to fill out no bracket, bro. I ain't never did a bracket.
It's easy, bro.
Just pick teams. Just pick teams.
You could have did anything like this logo.
Pretty much, bro. There's people who have like won money doing that because of that shit.
I worked with a dude who was in another job's bracket. He said he had his girl pick it. His girl was literally going by colors. He said that he won like $800 goddamn dollars off of her picking brackets for him and shit. He was like, it only happened 1 year. He's like, I tried to keep on doing it. He's like, it only happened 1 year.
Do you think that we ever going to see somebody win the mill?
I think so, bro.
A perfect bracket?
Yeah.
I think so.
What's the closest that somebody got?
I think the closest somebody's got was they got the Final Four, right?
Yeah. But I think the thing is, it's going to be somebody who don't even watch this shit.
It's definitely going to be.
It's going to be random because it's certain teams and certain things that's like, if you watch sports and you kind of even pay attention a little bit, it's certain things that's just like cemented in your fucking head.
Yeah.
Like, you're cemented to feel like Duke is a good fucking team. You cemented to think North Carolina is a good team. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
And you know what? I feel like that's in all sports because you think about like how I think we talked about it 3-4 episodes ago where we saying that like how who's America's team now?
Yeah.
The Cowboys has been America's football team for so long, even without a winning season.
I still think that's like the most random fucking nickname ever too, because it's like they had the 3-year run. Mm-hmm. I don't even know. So I don't remember what the Cowboys
do you think it was a Lil Wayne type situation where they like who said it? Like was it a newscaster or was Dallas marketing like that?
I think it was just because I think it's because it's Dallas, it's Texas. It was Jerry Jones, the big personality, like the person, the owner who don't give a fuck.
Flashy players, like the rumors.
Yeah, like Michael Irvin.
Michael Irvin coming to the motherfucker with a goddamn mink on.
Yeah, shit like that. You know,
that's true.
Nigga wearing a mink with no shirt.
Let's not talk about Prime.
A mink, no shirt, 30 gold chains.
Talk about Prime. You know how Prime came in.
Bro.
So, but then
they were rock stars, bro.
So then.
Boys and rock.
So what about Yankees? How did Yankees become that?
Y'all Yankees just got it because of success. They have the most championships ever.
They spend the money.
Right. I mean, they have the Murderers Row, which is the greatest lineup ever. Is like the 1927 Yankees team.
So how did the Lakers outbeat Boston over it? Because they've always been that.
Because LA's more
well, I know
media
they was Showtime, but Boston. I mean, so it's so inconsistent on how you become America's team.
Boston was never like. Let's be honest.
They was never nobody's team.
They were never fun to watch.
They wasn't, but it was still. But
like, they are a good team. They did good shit, but they were never like. Nobody was like, I can't wait to get. Unless you're from there.
So the formula is kind of like you kind of got to have a balance of some success, star power. And flash and fun.
I think a lot of it just comes from the market you're in.
The Bulls was America's team.
But
during the 90s.
During that Jordan run, they were.
But here's the thing: they checked off all the markets. Like I said, they was success. They had the stars. Shit, Jordan, them niggas was gambling, drinking, smoking.
That's one thing I didn't realize. That's one thing that randomly just popped into my head. Like, were the Lakers any good during the Jordan times, other than like the beginning when when Jordan beat the Lakers?
Jordan might have gutted Showtime.
And then
because I literally I've never thought about that till right now.
What was between Showtime and Kobe and Shaq?
The era between them was the Nick Van Axe school.
Eddie Jones.
Eddie Jones.
Vlade Divac.
Eldon Campbell, right?
Eldon Campbell.
Yeah.
Vlade Divac.
Yeah, it was that era. It was Cedric Sabalas was that nigga.
Dog, I remember Eddie Jones was cooking.
Eddie Jones was cold.
Eddie Jones was cold, and then Kobe came in. Eddie was like,
No, Eddie Jones was still raw.
He was still raw, but his spot got taken.
The Lakers took a chance on Kobe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. His spot got taken.
And he was like, he left like, all right.
Yeah.
Y'all lost. Watch this. And then it just happened to work out. Like, oh shit. Because y'all was right.
The Heats wasn't right after, was it?
Yeah, he went to the Heat.
Yeah, he went to the Heat. Yeah.
He left, because I remember because I ended up getting his Team Jordans.
Oh, for real?
They did a Miami Heat colorway for his Team Jordans. Yeah. He had like the coldest like offshoot of Jordan.
Yeah, because
he had the Team Jordans like with the half on it. And he had a blue pair. He had a red, black, and white pair.
Dang.
I had the red, black, and white pair. And that's what he wore when he went to Miami. And it was a big deal and shit that he was going to Miami. And he had a new Team Jordan with the Miami colors and shit.
Yeah. Nice. Bro, like I said, them eras in between, like, golden eras, it's got to be crazy, dog. Yeah. Like, especially when you were a franchise that known. Because, like, even when you think about I'm trying to think like, what's the last like era who like team who had like a crazy run, then they had like a dead spot.
Oh, the Packers. The Packers.
Packers, yeah.
The Packers in the 50s and 60s was cracking, and then the 70s, 80s was terrible, and then Brett Favre showed up in 92, and we was cracking again.
Our era, we never seen the downfall just yet. I thought we were getting ready to.
Yeah.
But shit, we lit. It's back lit.
That's why my brother always says
it was dwindling down. The candle was almost out.
My brother always says I'm the most stubborn football fan because my whole life of Packers has been successful.
I was prepared for this though. I was literally prepared.
I know, you was.
I was ready to go down to the bunker and cry. I was ready. Like, oh shit, this is gonna be the dark ages.
Right.
It's gonna be sad, bro.
Hey, I'm not trying to be Diz, but you might. I don't know if you need to pull your mic any closer or not. I don't know. I don't know if it needs to be closer to you. I don't want Diaz to be like, bro, you need to lift your mic up. I think you're good now.
Yep, you think you're good.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure.
Welcome to Off the Clock Sports Podcast, the place where the game begins and ends. Oh yeah, we've been recording this whole time.
That's my fault. Y'all, good content right there. Whoa, I didn't even see you there.
But hey, I'm your host, Young Deuces. With me, I got my man Burgie Streetz.
Slush God.
And as always, Jake Xclusive.
Yes, sir.
And man, hey, March Madness is here.
Yes,
you know what's
is.
crazy about March Madness? So this is, again, I have not been really like heavily on college sports. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I admittedly have not been. So in my mind, I thought March Madness kicked in on the 1st. So every week I've been asking Diz, like, yo, how your bracket do? He's like, well, it didn't start yet. And I was like, bro, it's the 10th. He's like, no, it don't start at the 10th. I asked him at Keyshawn's birthday.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, it's like the 14th. Like, when does this shit kick off?
They do the tournament before the tournament.
Yeah, they always do the conference.
So that was my blunder in regards to there. But hey, March Madness is here.
Yes, it is.
March Madness is going down, man. And you know what I'm saying? So like I'm excited for it just in general because I am going to be focusing and paying more attention this year in regards to it.
You always got to watch the tournament.
Yeah, not just because of the podcast, but because like, you know what I'm saying, like, fuck it. I mean, I'm gonna say it, like, them women, them girls, bro, they got me excited to watch more college. And I was like, man, I know, you know what I'm saying, the men always been cooking. That's always been the but I'm like, but since I've been watching them, I'm like, yo, I've definitely been missing out on watching college sports.
The women are kicking ass. Yeah. On and off the court.
Bro.
They getting it in, man. It's really exciting.
So it made me want to say, it was the reverse for me. I was like, you know what? I'm going to tap in more on the college, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, I mean, NBA in general, I watch that, and I usually just, as soon as they get in the league, then depending on who the player is, I go back and then, like, I do my research on them and everything like that. So, yeah, man, I'm excited for it. I'm excited to hear everybody's woes with their brackets.
Yeah, man, we already had the first big upset of the tournament already this morning. Yep. Well, I guess I won't say it was an upset. I mean, I guess it was a 9-8 upset, but Michigan State defeated Mississippi State. But it's like I was talking to some of my guys at work. It's like you don't bet against Michigan State, especially in the first round of the tournament.
Right. Yeah.
Which I did 2 brackets. I speed ran through both of them, and I accidentally picked Michigan State to lose one of them, which I was wrong. And unfortunately, it was the one that me and fucking Streetz were doing. So for that reason, I'm down like 10 points now to him.
Keep me on par. What was the Purdue upset that happened either last year or 2 years ago?
Purdue? Oh shit! I know they got put out. I don't remember when it was.
No. So I think because over the weekend.
Purdue got put out of the conference championship, the Big Ten conference tournament.
Okay, maybe
so that's like they always do the weekend tournament.
But that was an upset. Like somebody, like they were supposed to win that one.
Yeah, they were favored. They were the number 1 seed in the Big Ten.
This weekend, me and Street's cousin has his birthday party at the casino, right? So of course they got the big casino betting. So we getting our drinks and it's these dudes there, right? White dudes there, and they you can tell they betting, right? And so I'm like, yo, tell me your biggest win. He looked around, looked like this. He said, $2.5 million.
Ooh.
I said, what? He said, not here. He said, I had to do it in Chicago. He said, me and my guy, we was betting. He said, we was down 80,000. He said, it was the last bet. Whoever that won, it was right. And he said it was a $400,000 buy-in. Me and him split it, put it in, won 2.5 off of that.
God damn.
I said, geez,
yeah, because that was Illinois that beat them.
And so you got to think about it. I was like, oh, so y'all bet against. He was like, we was already down, so we just kind of went with the underdog.
Yeah.
I said, geez, bro, like
that's a lot of fucking money. To
if
bet,
they was down 80,000, I was like, so y'all pretty much had 280,000 each to blow during this gambling trip.
Yeah,
like that's crazy.
You'll be surprised though. Dog. I done ran into some, especially in Vegas, bro.
Yeah,
I done ran into some, man. Listen, I done heard some stories, bro.
Yeah, motherfuckers go down there to gamble, bro.
Gambling,
like,
bro. I done heard some stories, fam. I done watched cats get their back tore off.
Well, you remember that at Tunica, we saw, bro. There was this one time, like, so me and Streetz would go to all these music conferences and, you know what I'm saying, do these things and these award shows.
Yeah.
So we was down in Tunica, which is kind of like a baby Vegas, you know what I'm saying? Every place got a casino.
Of course.
So we check in the hotel. It's this dude sitting at the blackjack table. We see him. We go get ready. You know, they got a little club thing going on that night. We get dressed. We come down. He's still there. Now that's not nothing too crazy. We go club. Come home. It's like 2:30, 3 in the morning. He's still there. Same clothes. We go upstairs, sleep, eat, whatever. You know, wake up in the morning, come down to go to the event. He's still there.
Yeah,
I said,
bro.
oh, this nigga must have lost everything.
Yeah, bro, that's how they be.
The only reason why you stay at a table like
Stressing.
that is either you lost and you trying to get back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm like, bro, you lost everything, dog.
He was stressing.
Man, that's just crazy,
out.
man.
Man.
Yeah,
man.
Gambling, bro. And like I said, they're doing a whole lot of new things to make, you know, sports betting easier and more accessible. Like, it's only going to get even crazier.
I mean,
bro.
shit, that's not even to pivot, but I don't know if y'all saw that Shohei Ohtani news that broke this morning.
Oh my God,
bro!
Was
I'll just go into
his interpretator.
It was his interpretator who was also his best friend.
Yeah,
got caught basically like stealing money from Shohei.
Oh,
yeah, it was like $4.5 million.
Yeah,
oh, shit.
Like stole it from him to like pay off gambling debts.
Oh,
because he got caught up. He somehow got linked up with a bookie. And was fucking, the bookie just kept putting him on a fucking credit and was time to pay up. The dude was like, I ain't got no money. So he took the money from Shohei. I don't remember the whole story.
Yeah.
It's still so new.
It's still like it happened right either.
It's still
it was this morning or yesterday.
Yeah, it broke like late last, like 10 o'clock last night.
I'm looking at that, bro. That's
crazy, bro. It's super crazy.
It was like, it's still a developing story, so
Yeah.
I don't know all the details. I'm gonna try to keep everything posted as I can.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
bro,
betting,
it's wild, dog.
Sports betting is trendy now.
It's so trendy, bro.
I come from black market sports
It's
betting.
so trendy now, bro. I remember.
I come from the bookie. I come from that, man. So it's so funny how like it's like swag now. Like, I just lost $5,000. Ha!
Oh,
like,
yeah, bro.
It's new now. Like, it's for real trendy. Like,
my
it's
girl's
crazy.
one of her best friend's husband, bro. Every time we link up, that's all he's talking about, bro. I hit 700 last week or like he's the dude because he'll play like Prize Picks or all them other little gaps, bro. Or like he'll hold grudges with motherfuckers if they don't hit for him, bro. He'd be like the one day he was like, yeah, bro, I can't fuck with Giannis for a week, bro. He fucked me over on these last 3 bets. And I'm like,
that's why players are
that's
acting
like, wow,
that.
bro. Yeah,
like a lot of players are like pissed off about that. Like I see Tyler Hallenberg.
Yeah.
He said something. He was like to a lot of the fans, we don't mean nothing anyway. We're just like, you know what I'm saying? We're like picks. You know, like
That's
you know what I'm saying?
That's
like
crazy.
we like picks and parlays to
Yeah.
y'all. We're not real people to y'all.
That's
He's
still
like,
my favorite thing with
People
football.
are running up to me, like yelling at me mad because I didn't hit for them or I didn't score this amount of points for them or I didn't hit this many free throws.
Yeah.
Like players like pissed off, like, bro, I don't give a fuck about your parlay, bro.
Yeah.
Get the fuck away
Right.
from me.
That's
bitch, we lost.
that's always my favorite thing for the football players is they be like, bro, fuck your fantasy team. Like I don't give a fuck
I don't
about
give a
your.
damn. I don't give
I don't give
nothing
a
for that
fuck about your fantasy
Real,
team.
man.
Like.
Leave the people alone.
Yeah,
man.
leave them
They
people
just-
alone.
bro.
Leave the people
They out playing
alone,
this
man.
game, man.
You
trying to
betting
win.
on them to do something and be mad when they don't do
It's
it.
not
Like,
their
bro,
fault.
like they have
It's
control
not
over
their
that.
fault.
shit.
Even though I can say I'm one of them niggas, I do be mad at y'all too, but I ain't gonna bring it to your
Right,
doorstep.
you ain't gonna bring it to your doorstep. That's where it gets crazy. That's where it gets crazy. Hey,
I might
bro.
talk a little shit. You might get on my Facebook and see me talking shit about y'all, but I ain't gonna bring it to your doorstep. bro. I'm not.
Let's speak of bring it to a doorstep, man. Bro, I'm trying to figure out, like, I just really hate Boston. I realize that I really hate this Boston team.
It's there for me too. It's there for me too.
And anytime that they get one up on us, I hate it so much.
But you know what's crazy? I don't look at that. I'm looking at yesterday's game as one up
So
on us.
I do and I don't.
don't.
I on the books I got it the one up, but the way that we played and how we we brought ourselves back up, I was okay with that. I was like, okay, because if it would have stayed how it was and we would have lost, I would have been way more mad.
You got blow out.
I would have been way more mad. But you know what I'm saying? They started showing heart towards that latter half, and then, like I said, we had that run. Like I said, it was just like, yo. Like I said, at that point, I'm like, oh yeah, we about to pull it off.
The refs were stepping in. The refs were stepping in to stop the bleeding, bro. Like when we get going, all of a sudden these weak ass pick fouls were coming up, and like it was weird, bro. But
so I mean, for us to be unbiased, we are asking the question: are they serious contenders to win the East?
Who, Boston or us?
The Bucks.
The Bucks.
Okay, I'm gonna say if y'all cool with me going first.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, me being unbiased, I still look at yesterday's game as Boston got to figure something out. And the reason why I feel like this, even after the game, I watched them talking to Jason Tatum. He didn't seem like this was a sure win. Yep. How he was talking, it felt like, damn. You know what I'm saying? But they were down people too. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have Drew. Yeah. That's a big piece not to have on the floor also. Right. He's not a Giannis. But not having that piece on the floor meant something too. And but I do know, inserting Giannis into that game, you're bringing in a 20, a possible 20, a possible 15, a possible 8 on top of that stat line, right? Plus a million free throws. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of foul trouble is gonna happen. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like on our end and their end. So I feel like they didn't walk away feeling good about that win. I'm 100% sure. Boston did not feel good about that win because they had it, and what happened? Did they figure something out about us? Like, hold on, what the fuck happened? Like, wait, you know what I'm saying? I really feel like they sat back, our coaching staff sat back and was just like, you know what? Oh shit, they don't do this. Yeah. Oh shit, they don't do that. Yeah. But even though with that being said, Boston was having a good game, bro.
They was.
Like, for us to have stayed in that game and came back, I don't feel bad about that loss, bro. Yeah. I do not feel bad about that loss. I love the way they played. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like championing. Yeah, let's lose in a good way. I'm not saying that. But I am saying I don't really feel bad, bro. Yeah. Like, they literally played very fucking good away game, and we all know how hard it is to play in fucking Boston. You know what I'm saying? Like, if there's any arena you do not want to fucking play in, and you don't want to face certain fans, it's fucking Boston.
Everybody says that shit.
I was feeling that energy from home.
Some Boston players be like, shit, I don't even want, like, yo, bro, these fans is wild.
You can feel the energy. I felt the energy from home when they was hitting certain shots, and fucking see it from Toy Story when he was going crazy. I was feeling it like, damn, they lit right now, bro. They lit. Like, I felt it. I felt it like, damn. Yeah. But yeah, bro, it's Boston is a hard fucking team to play, bro.
They're a hard team to
play. And I still stand on me kind of going at Stephen A. from earlier this week for him saying the only threat in the East is the Knicks. Bro, come on, bro.
But so
Boston don't believe that.
Man, nobody believes that but Stephen A. That, you know what I'm saying? And the Knicks. Like, you know what I'm saying? And here's the thing. Stephen A. is one of those people that forces you to hate whoever he's rooting for. You know what I'm saying? Like how just as much as Skip Bayless, who that's what you get with your punk ass show. I hate that. I'm like Skip Bayless.
I don't fuck with him, man.
But
nah, never.
He made me way more sympathetic with Bron. Yeah. And Stephen A., as much as I'm like, this Knicks team is killing it this year and they having a great fucking year, he makes me want to go, man, I'm not even rooting for them, bro, because he be putting too much sauce on their success. It's like, bro, like, come on, bro, like, dang, man.
You gotta listen to Stephen A. though, bro, because you realize his whole like last 15, 20 years he been trying to talk the Knicks up and they've been ass.
Oh yeah. No, and I would get that. I would get that if, you know what I'm saying, if you just like, yo, hey, I'm being biased, and when he and the moments where he does that and he says that, I can tolerate it. Yeah, it's when he starts saying things so definitive, like, but it's not the I'm just saying this because I want my Knicks to do good. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's like
he said like he really believes this is a fact.
Nah, bro, it's just mainstream media don't fuck with the Bucks.
Nah, they don't.
They never have. Never have.
So Jay, Exclusive. Yes, how you feel? Is the Bucks a serious contender?
I'll piggyback off what Streetz said as far as like the way we came back yesterday, because I definitely was paying attention. I didn't get a chance to really watch it, but I was paying attention to it just through the the game cast and shit like that. And I'm like, bro, we getting our ass bust. Like, and I stopped paying attention. And I look up like, okay. typical Bucks fashion, we find a way to get ourselves back into the game. You know, ultimately we lose. It is in Boston, which doesn't help. But I still say that I don't know how confident I am that we can win a 7-game series against Boston. I think they're the only team that I feel that way. Just because I just feel like Boston has also proven to us that they can get us at every time they play us in a 7-game series. Just because they still have Jason Tatum. Like, granted, whatever people want to say about him and all this and that, he seems to just torch the Bucks every time.
Oh, yeah. I mean, everybody has the team that they go against.
And the one, I mean, shit, I remember being in a bar watching a couple years ago when I'm thinking like, oh, this is the Bucks chant. Like, we finna go and we get our ass buzzed by the Celtics just constantly. I'm just like, bro, this isn't even fun. And it was like when Tatum was on his rise and now he's kind of here. And it's like, I don't know. That's the only team that really in the East that worries me. That's really the only team in the league besides Denver that really worries me as far as a 7-game series. But I mean, I still think we have a chance. Things have to go really right for us.
Yeah.
So I don't,
but I think we still have a chance. It's just that's the one team that still just is going to scare me because they've proven.
Well, that's
not only this year, but years past.
Multiple years, and that's the one team that I'm like, we can't slack on. I still have us as serious contenders to win the East because on the vice versa of you, like I get what you're saying, where it's like I feel like if we let up, Boston will get us for the 7. But I feel like if I'm looking at best versus best, and I feel like Boston's best versus our best, we're going to win. So I would say the only and I don't think it's going to be like a sweep. It's going to be a really great fucking series because this is our rivals and our champions that we go against and everything like that, right? So like this is who we prep for. You know, everybody got those certain teams that they plan for every season. Like, Boston is definitely our team that we prep for.
It's definitely up there now for sure.
Yeah, and so like I feel like. Again, if we're doing best versus best, we're going to win. And I feel like if we're talking about which team is going to wet the bed first, I got Boston wetting the bed first, and we grabbing one ahead of them. And that's how I look at it.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely still think it's up in the air. And I say it's up in the air between us and Boston.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we're literally that matched up. It's gonna be a battle. I hope we do see them in the playoffs. It's just me being a fan of NBA basketball, playoff basketball. I know that's gonna be must watch.
Oh yeah,
must see fucking TV.
There's gonna be a lot of must watch matchups in this playoffs.
Because it's such a good storyline between the Boston and us because there's so much history. And you know what I'm saying? We come into where we have a new revamped team. Boston has a new revamped team. I do feel like Boston literally got their team together to face us in Miami. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be good to see, bro. And also, I'm not
for sure
all bias aside. If we're gonna remove that, we can't take Miami off the table.
So I agree. We can't take Miami off the table. But if you have to tell me which team, I'm more concerned about Boston than Miami.
Oh, for sure.
Hear me out. The way they did us last season still don't feel good, bro.
No, of course not.
And knowing that they kind of got some momentum right now.
Yeah.
They're playing like they're sure of themselves, and they got a little new attitude, them adding Scary Terry. They look a little different, and then he's known for gooding us.
Yeah.
Terry Rozier is literally known for putting a knife in our stomach and turning that motherfucker.
Yeah.
So we got to be careful. If we get Miami, we got to be careful with that one. I ain't gonna lie. Miami, I've been keeping, I've been looking, but I've been also kind of, I changed to the Miami game. Let me see what these motherfuckers look like, and be like, oh shit.
That's fair.
They're clicking.
They're
fucking clicking. God damn it. So man, we can't take Miami off the table.
Can't take Miami off the table.
No.
Right. So all right, well, let's talk about clicking. Kevin Durant right now surpassed Shaq on the all-time scoring list.
Yep.
Man, congrats to KD, man. Definitely congrats to KD. I know people try to give him a lot of flack. People also Kevin Durant's career is so crazy because like people forget his impact so much. Yeah. They forget how dominant he is, and then when he does some GOAT shit, it's like he's one of those players that people constantly I'm not gonna say he's the only one. He's one of those players because like Steph, you know what I'm saying? There's there's people that like no matter what, after like 4 or 5 games, people were like, "Oh man, they trash. They shouldn't be." And then, they do some GOAT shit, and it's like, "Oh yeah." So it's like, I wasn't surprised. I mean, he was already on track to surpass it and everything like that. But where does he rank for you? Like, is KD? Because that's a very open-ended question. Let's do this. Is KD a top 10 player of all time?
Of all time?
Of all time.
Because
I feel like it's a given he's a top 20.
It's like
he's
definitely top 20.
Definitely top 20. Top 10. Bro, he got some monsters ahead of him, bro.
Yeah, he does.
He got some motherfuckers ahead of him, bro. He honestly in the top 10 right now, he got some people who's in front of him.
I feel like if you're putting a 5v5 of the all-time greatest player, Kevin Durant finds a way onto the court. Low key, I think so. I think so.
So you say he's definitely top 10?
I would say if he's top 10, he's like 10.
Okay.
We'd have to really like sit down and try to list everything. But like, I think he's closer than the top 10 than he's closer to not being in it. You know what I mean?
So
like,
you think he's closer to 10 than he is to 20?
Oh, definitely.
Because he's definitely top 20.
I think if you're saying top 20, he's like 11 or 12.
He's definitely top 20. For me, off top and not really seeing a list and going through players, I'm thinking he's probably 12, 13.
Yeah.
I can see. I
think you can make an argument for him at 10, but you can also make an argument for him to be at 15, whatever. Because like, I'm also thinking about it as like a pure basketball player. Like, right now they have him at 11 here at Complex. At Complex, they have him here at 11,
which is respectable because everybody else.
But I also think
so.
Granted, I know that like I like to think that today's NBA players are just better than the guys of the past.
It's true.
Granted, the advances of today's NBA players are not what the guys from the past have. But I think if you took all time 1v1, KD's better than Larry Bird. I think.
I think
as a pure basketball player, I think KD is a better basketball player than Larry Bird is fantastic. Larry Bird's top 10 all time as well. I think that KD is better than him.
I've said multiple times that like I feel like KD is definitely a fruit from Larry Bird's tree.
Oh, definitely.
That's how
the ability to like the tall forward who's more offensively built. Yeah. And I mean, let's be real. I would say he's one of those weird dudes that when he came into the league, we never seen nothing like him.
No, he's definitely different.
Because he came in at 6'11", 7 feet, and was pulling up from his game from day one was I'm going to shoot over motherfuckers. So like he didn't just develop that; like he already was like that.
So then, what about scorers? So not player of all time.
Oh, he's a top scorer. He's probably a top.
He's top 10 for sure.
He's probably a top 5 scorer of all time.
He's top 10 for sure.
Yeah,
as far as pure scoring,
he's probably a top 5 pure scorer of all time.
He's up there, but then also. Then we got to we really gonna open it up, and a lot of people might not agree. But shit, you're gonna have to put James Harden in that conversation.
Oh, definitely.
Oh yeah, definitely.
A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't.
A lot of people won't. But if we're talking scorers, like I said, if we was doing, you know what I'm saying, let's say a Watch Mojo list with the most elite scorers of all time.
Yeah.
If KD wasn't on the list, I would be sending emails.
Yeah. You have to.
Because he absolutely is.
Because he is, bro. He is.
I just remember and granted he was around the superstars players, but even like I feel like the best KD was his Warriors KD because he was a fucking dog.
And for scoring,
he was but even defensively, like that was the best KD ever.
I think I might agree.
KD was a fantastic defensive player.
So I feel like you put a lot of different players. If you put a great player like KD in that system. They're gonna do that.
No, I disagree because I don't think there's anybody like KD that's ever played basketball like to put into that system.
So question with that because now it brings up a really those last 2 years of KD in OKC. That was peak KD. That was when when
he was winning MVP.
We knew for a fact that any moment now, this OKC team is going to win a championship. Before he bounced, that's why it threw everybody off. Yeah. So those last 2 years of OKC KD versus the KD peak years in the Warriors, you're choosing Warriors?
Yeah, I would choose Warriors KD over because I would say I think KD became a better defensive player when he went to Golden State.
I think I might go.
Granted,
with
the system probably helped him. Showcase the defense a little bit more. He was probably asked to do a little bit more defensively when he went to Golden State. But I just remember him. He was like blocking shots, getting rebounds, chasing down shit. And then when he was with Oklahoma City, I feel like he was doing less of that because he was more needing to be reliant on his offense than he was his defense. Because remember in OKC, he had Ibaka and all, like he had Perkins and all these bigger dudes that can kind of fill in. But when he was in Golden State,
they ran him at center sometimes.
They ran him at center because they had, I guess
Power
they
forward.
ran Draymond at center technically. But yeah, it was like, he was the tallest guy on the court, so he had to be the shot blocker and shit like that when Bogut sat down and when all those guys sat down. So it's like, I feel like his Golden State years were his best years. He's always been a bucket, but
I might go with Golden State KD too, because I feel like OKC Kevin Durant wasn't sure of himself.
Yeah.
Him leaving and going to Golden State kind of showed that.
Yeah.
I don't think he learned how to really be a leader or how to really kind of, figure out who he was as far as like a player and a scorer. Like I feel like he really got to Golden State and was like, nah, I'm fucking Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's where it happened, I think.
Yeah. No, and like granted, like his Warriors numbers, we're sitting here, we got him pulled up here. I mean, his shot efficiency got better when he went to Golden State.
Oh, definitely went to.
I mean, granted, the offense was way better. It was way more spread out. It was better for him to do that. But I think personally, as a overall total basketball player, he was the best when he was in Golden State.
If we're going, so the only reason why I am still leaning towards OKC. And specifically, I'm calling out those last 2 years in it because I just feel like I get what you're saying because he was definitely more effective and efficient in the Golden State days. But in OKC, I just felt like, to me, it was more, he had more of that dog. And I get what you like. It's weird because there was a lack of confidence, but he was still cooking to the point where like it was that sweet spot right before you knew that you was about to be that nigga, right?
Yeah,
and then in Golden State, he was that. You know what I'm saying? At that point, it was like, okay, we talking to the greatest one. If not, after he was considered one of the greatest players, or if not the greatest player in the league at that time, right?
Yeah.
And so it was like, okay, I get it. So it's kind of like. Right now, I'm between. Do I talk about when the person was the dog coming up, or when he arrived?
So I would say I agree with that because I remember it was one of those scenarios where obviously in OKC he was the best player for the entire time he was there.
Yeah.
But I feel like he was the best player by default. He walked into Golden State where Steph was there in prime Steph.
That's what I said. When
he walked in there was instantly the best player on Golden State.
So like I said, it's
even
weird.
with Steph and Clay and all them dudes in their primes, KD walked in and was instantly like, they were like, okay, the offense runs through you. Like, and I don't know if I don't think, granted, OKC because the offense was built around him.
Yeah.
But like, I just think that
which was
fucking
a fake
Golden
out
State.
because I mean, it's just so scary to have Kevin Durant, Steph Curry,
bro,
and Klay Thompson all on the fucking court
and
at the
Draymond,
same
bro.
time. But
and
like,
then the Livingston, bro, like all
amount
of them.
shooting that is gonna happen, having them three fools on the court together is crazy,
bro. And KD was just like, okay, you're gonna just everyone's gonna run around. Oh, you're just gonna leave me open for this little 15-footer cash all day. Like,
you had to pick your poison. So it just so happened that you were picking, you die no matter what.
I think when it's all said and done, KD retires as a top 10 player of all time. I also think that the way he's left teams and shit will negatively impact, and people will look at that, and people will look at and weigh that against the shit that he's done on the court. Because
that's where I'm like, him finishing in the top 10. I can't say that just yet because of what he's done, and I feel like we might be prepping for a Phoenix exit. Like
that's fair.
That's what they say.
I just like to say, like, granted, I think regardless of, and you could look at the numbers that he's put. Obviously, offensively, he's going to get his numbers. I think regardless of the scenarios he's put himself into, wanting out and going all these differences, he's still getting his. It's not like he's ever had a decline.
Facts. Okay.
So I think at the end of his career, people are going to look at him and be like, "Damn, he really is a top 10 player." Plus, I mean, like I said, when he came in the league, you didn't see anything like him. No. Like how he wasn't the number one pick over Greg Oden is still baffles me.
Yeah.
He created a whole new kind of player.
Yeah, because like who was 6'11" and pulling up from fucking 30?
Now
like 35.
There's
Like
a couple KD player builds now.
a lot of people are like that now because he set the standard of okay.
And also teams are probably going to say we got to find somebody like KD,
or because a lot of teams they kind of help mold players body wise.
Yeah.
Now teams are okay with you being a little skinny and not having meat on your bones,
which is crazy
because
KD was so lanky, bro.
But
like, he was so lanky, able to get around the lane.
That was Giannis when he first came in. If
Giannis just couldn't shoot. Giannis just couldn't shoot that well.
Giannis was definitely KD build.
He was pulling here and there, but he was definitely not his game. Nah. He realized my game is getting to the basket because I have the footwork and ability to do it. So I'm just gonna bulk the fuck up.
That's what they did. They said, you know what? He likes to be a slasher. We got to put him in.
Yeah, put him in.
He's gonna be the height, but he's gonna have the build of a bigger player. But he's a slasher. So that's what makes him so fucking scary. Yeah. He's a new 2.0 version of a player. Like if you sit back and really kind of 4
steps from one court to the next court, and he can be at that dunk.
Spooky.
He can be at that motherfucker.
We're blessed. We're blessed. We're still blessed that he wears that jersey.
And seeing Kevin Durant handle the ball, and I was just like,
yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
what is happening?
Yeah, bro.
I remember the moment.
He's like a damn praying mantis out there, like a praying mantis.
Bro, people forget how exciting that OKC team was. Because you had, like I said, you had KD doing the handles, pulling up from anywhere, and
Russ
he's also taking it. You had Russ jumping out the fucking gym. You had James Harden coming off the bench going crazy. Like I said, bro, that team was exciting as shit, bro. Yeah. Hey, listen, as much as we hate Kendrick Perkins right now, Kendrick Perkins was he was the bully.
He was the bully.
He was the bully. Like, bro, we fucked with that.
Ibaka,
bro. That OKC team.
I really wish they kept that team together.
Wanted them to,
bro,
oh my god.
Who the fuck was the two to where Harden was coming off the bench?
It was he got injured. Something happened to him. The police did something to him. I can't remember his name. He got an injury off court.
Caron Butler?
No.
Derek Fisher?
No.
This was the latter years. This is right.
Cephalosha.
Cephalosha. Yes, it was.
It was Cephalosha.
Yep. Okay. That makes sense because he was a defender.
I forgot Reggie Jackson was over there, bro.
Jack, yep.
They had a really nice squad, bro.
Perry Jones was nice coming out of Baylor. I remember
they had a really nice squad.
Jeremy Lamb,
Andre Robertson.
Yep.
They had a really nice squad,
bro.
Hashim Thabit.
He didn't do nothing.
I still say he had the greatest missed opportunity ever to get drafted, bro. As soon as the Memphis drafted him, he said, "We got the beat, we got the beat." That's all they had to do, bro. They missed it out. As soon as he got drafted, I'm like, bro, that should be the fucking song that they play. But whatever, it is what it is.
All right, well, let's get to our next topic. So I wanted to first address the Off the Clock Sports Podcast Instagram.
Okay.
Because we put this out. Does Chet deserve to be Rookie of the Year? So we are talking Wemby or Chet for Rookie of the Year. As it stands, 19% of people said yes. 81% of people said no. We got 27 responses.
Okay.
I'm surprised about that, which is cool.
Yep.
Testing the waters out there.
Yep,
I looked up a thing earlier and I was like, damn, it is kind of tough to root against Wemby because Wemby's doing something that.
So let's look at their stats.
I was looking at something. I looked it up here. I actually just pulled it up. Wemba's getting ready to do something that only 6 players in NBA history have done.
Yeah. And we can't take that away from him. He's definitely doing what he should.
Yeah.
But imagine if the team fucking got behind him, what really fucking happened? You know what I'm saying? That's
bro, them clips be so wild. Just bro, I'm like, what the heck?
And I don't understand how they even letting it still be a thing, bro. Like that's my thing. Like,
I think Pop's just waiting for the end of the year to be like, hey, all right, you
think Pop is waiting for him to do something about it? Like, is it he put it on him?
Pop about to clear shop. That last one where old boy ran the clock out and they cut the Pop and then he didn't want he Pop pinched right here, bro. He pitched this. That's how you know somebody, bro. Either Pop about to I ain't got time to deal with this, or Pop about to clear out because here's my theory about Wemby, bro. And I said when Wemby's rookie contract is up, if the franchise and Pop don't make it clear that they're getting behind him, he is going somewhere. And
they don't get behind him next year. He gonna
wherever he goes is going to be so fire. So it's like I said, and that's because Wemby probably would stay, but the team and the franchise got to show that they're behind him. Because if they don't, then he's gone.
They got to start building that franchise.
Yeah, man. They got
to get some more
so
players.
here's what we're looking. So point wise, we got Wemby, B, and Chet. So right now Wemby's averaging 20.7. Chet is 17.1. Yep. And
I said Wemby's got him in
rebounds,
points,
obviously.
rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks. But efficiency, Chet's got him in everything except for free throw percentage.
Yeah.
And I don't know what BPM is, and I don't know what VORP is. VORP is a stat. It's a newer stat. I can't remember what it is.
I don't know. So we're looking at and then when it
the head-to-heads,
head to head.
I mean, but also
got
the head-to-heads because the fucking OKC is just such a better team.
Loaded. And that's my argument. I've been really testing the waters, and I just been. You've
been like so pro Chet all year. Dog. I love it, but like
I've been trying to see where everybody is on this because I've been watching this actually. I've been secretly an OKC fan. I watch.
Ain't
OKC.
No secretly. You've been bringing them up all
OKC
year.
basketball, bro. I do, but I've also watched a lot of San Antonio games, and I could say like San Antonio, they ain't really not fun to watch.
No, they're not because they're not very good.
Nah, but
it's Wemby being an alien, and then the rest of the team is just not that great.
And that's the thing. Like I will fall asleep and wake up and see Wemby do something amazing. Like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? But it's like they aren't a good team, bro. And I feel like I had a conversation online, and I really feel like people take away from Chet's success because of the team, but they give Wemby more praise because of his team.
Well, so that's so this is
like,
so this is what I was going to ask you because all right, so when you're thinking of rookie of the year, I'm thinking of like MVP, right? Most valuable player, right?
Yes.
So I'm thinking this is the rookie who added the most to the team.
Yes.
Okay.
And I feel like if Wemby wasn't on the Spurs team, this Spurs team would be far worse than if Chet wasn't on that OKC team. And that's why, and again, it's not a wash. I got Wemby slightly over Chet, but it is because of that. I look at the value of both of these players on the team, and though Chet is very valuable in OKC, I feel like because this team is cooking, and so it's kind of what you're saying though. But because this team is cooking, if Chet went down for a while, like they'll miss him, but I feel like OKC would still be okay.
Now, see, and with that being said, you look at the OKC team last year; they were on the rise. You put Chet in this OKC team now. He inserted himself. He's officially a number two.
I see what you're saying.
He became a number two right away.
You're right. I see what you're saying.
So with that being said, if you had that young OKC team last year who took people to the distance, you throw Chet, a guaranteed 20-point player, might be even more. We ain't seen him in the playoffs yet.
Yeah, that's true.
We don't know what's going to happen. You insert him on this young OKC team that look like they ready.
Yeah.
That's
fair.
That's a valid point.
That's
I
fair.
saw you was going with it. That is a valid point.
I feel like it's a bigger feat to see a player who sat and watched the team succeed and then insert himself in the next season and instantly become a number two right away to the point where Shai has to turn up to keep his number one spot.
Yeah, that's a solid point.
That's what's happening
That's
on
a
that
solid
OKC
point.
team.
Okay, I figured out what VORP means. VORP means value over replacement player. So basically, it's like it's like wins above replacement in baseball. So if this person, how many wins does this guy add to the team?
Yeah.
And
Chet got it.
Yeah.
And when we really step back and we look at these teams, don't get me wrong, Wemby is he's an alien. He's nothing we've seen before.
Yeah.
He's something that's going to be different. He's going to have a very successful fucking career
barring health
in the NBA as long as he stays healthy. They help him. They get his body right. They have him do all the good things, all the right things that I feel like San Antonio has plans on if he sticks around. I feel like San Antonio has all the plans in the world to do that for him.
Yeah.
But I feel like if we're talking right now, I remember when we were having these conversations in the beginning of the season, people were speaking of Wemby as the next.
Oh yeah, they were speaking of like he's about to be Bron, Jordan, Kobe, whatever.
They weren't talking about Wemby as a respect the process kind of situation.
That's fair.
It was immediate results was what I was hearing. I was hearing that a top seeded in the West situation.
Oh no! See, I didn't hear anything like that.
That's what they were saying.
I mean, I heard potential playoff chances, but
he has that kind of talent though. Yeah, he is that kind of talent. He's the kind of talent where if they got the right players around him, Yeah, it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
It was gonna happen, but they have to buy into him.
They definitely do.
That team isn't bought in on Wemby, and I still feel like even though all the great shit that we see him done, he still hasn't really hit the surface yet.
Oh no, he hasn't because he hasn't had the opportunity
he
to.
Haven't cooked yet.
Yeah,
He really haven't cooked.
That's
yet.
why I said that, bro. Like you said earlier, if the team bought in, this team probably would be a more better contender.
Yeah.
Like I said, the conversation may be different about how this team is going, but it is, and it's funny because they can't even deny it. It's just like, bro, y'all are not gelling. Whatever it is, like I say, we crack the jokes of this jealousy and all this stuff, but whatever it is, y'all are not playing y'all not playing Spurs basketball.
Nah.
Shit.
Yeah, it's true.
The Spurs franchise has been known for playing team basketball. They've been known for bounce, pass, bounce, pass, and y'all ain't even doing that.
Let's do it. Let's really have a conversation. I'm finna shock the fuck out of y'all. If LeBron would have went to Cleveland and they did what they doing to Wemby to LeBron in Cleveland, he is that kind of player.
Yeah.
Wemby is that kind of player.
Yeah.
Wemby is a LeBron change your franchise's history kind of fucking player. There's no reason why whoever the fucking Williams on the fucking San Antonio Spurs is not giving him the fucking ball.
Running out the clock.
Give him the fucking ball. What are you thinking?
Even if you beefing with a nigga, bro, like the basketball play,
Bro, that's Wemby.
Even if
Who you got beef with? Who you beefing with?
because he wanted to be that dude.
You need to be beefing with Father Time around this bitch. You lucky you even on the court right beef. You got a problem with who? You lucky you on this franchise right now.
This is crazy,
shit.
bro.
Are you serious?
Nah,
beef?
yeah.
You got a secret situation, boy. Hey, sit down.
Yeah, but
Sit down.
here's the last part where I think Wemby also has a chance to get it because this is the stats that he's getting ready to. Wemby has a shot to joining 6 stellar NBA big men, is what the article says on NBA.com. One of 6 players who averaged 20 points, 10 rebounds, and 3.5 blocks in a season. He's doing it his rookie year.
Yeah.
The others are Hakeem, who did it 6 times.
Yep.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar did it 3 times. David Robinson did it 3 times. Lonzo Mourning did it twice. Patrick Ewing and Shaq did it once.
Now
That's
look,
good company.
now look,
That's
now
good
look, now
company.
listen to
All
those,
of them are in the Hall of Fame.
listen to those players. Listen to the kind of players those dudes were.
Yeah.
I feel like Wemby has to understand who he is.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
this is where I'm saying that I feel like Chet is the better player right now. He isn't vocal. He's not vocal.
That's maybe fair.
Yeah, he's not as vocal.
He's not moving as this is my team.
Yeah, he's not moving as when he's what he's vocal on, and maybe it's that. Maybe it is that. It's more being vocal about the team because I've heard him multiple times says like I want to win championships, but he's definitely said I want rookie of the year, I want MVP, and it was like a lot of individual stats, and so maybe it is that shifting that mindset, and maybe that's what I mean. Again, we're saying it's Wemby, but maybe Wemby vocalizing how much personal things that he want to accomplish is alienating himself from the team.
And with that being said, this is your team. You are who you are.
Yeah.
It's his job to go to them.
Yeah.
Bro, do you want to win?
That is true.
I think
as a rookie though, as a rookie,
yeah.
I think
If you that kind of bro,
Hey, LeBron, it was LeBron's
rookie,
team
year
from day one.
Negative year 1, year 2, year 3. When you that nigga on a team or you that person on a team, it don't matter how old you are.
So
it don't matter if you're a rookie or not.
But my question is this, okay? And granted, time will tell. But like, okay, so the people like the Kobe's and the Brons who came in and said, "Hey, this is my team. Let's go."
Yeah.
Right? Those were people that were goated. You know what I'm saying? We were seeing the GOAT. Are we seeing GOAT things from Wemby where that, or do he has time to develop into that?
Oh, bro,
Well,
it's only his rookie year.
I've seen the GOATness in him.
Yeah.
Though.
Okay.
I've seen him do great shit. Like even that stat line. Like, nah, he ain't like no fucking. He's a generational talent.
Okay.
He's a change your franchise kind of talent. They just have to make sure they put everything that he needs around him, whether it's on court and off the court.
Yeah.
But you don't think he can
he
develop?
he has to step up too though. Like I've seen, like again, we've been making fun of what happens to him on court where players are freezing him out. I've seen Wemby wide open, and then when he doesn't get the ball, he goes,
Yeah.
"What?"
But okay, but what?
No,
but,
go tell him, bro. I'm wide open.
So, but
I'm wide open.
Yeah.
Don't mope.
could there be another path because Steph didn't immediately claim Golden State as his?
But he didn't have to. His play did all of that.
They built the offense around him though when they realized his skill
Well,
set.
when they realized, but it wasn't rookie year. So what I'm saying is what I'm saying. Remember, you don't think Wemby can get there?
He can.
He absolutely can.
He can, but then you also got to look at the franchise and the situation that franchise is in.
Yeah. Okay.
Golden State was in a all right situation when Steph came around.
That is true.
They were on the up already.
They was on every team.
In a situation where he had to almost show, hey, I'm Steph Curry. I'm over here. Like, hey, he was on a fucking trading block.
The We Believe Warriors.
We Believe.
The Redeem team. I was like, that's the USA team.
That's the USA team. I'm tripping. The We Believe. Yeah.
He was kind of like on a trading block. I remember hearing like he had the ankle situation.
Yeah, it's the ankle
situation.
The
Bucks almost got him.
Yeah, because people. That matter of fact, and that's the only reason.
Which is always the funniest thing.
Well, the only reason why we didn't really pursue it either because again, it was the ankles,
the injuries.
The injuries. The ankles went, and he was lanky. And I remember at that time, that's what I said. Which go back to Street's points earlier. At that time, you couldn't be lanky no matter what position. You had to have some meat on you.
They expected you to be a certain kind of way. But I feel like again that Steph franchise that he was in was a totally different situation than what I feel like Wemby's situation is very similar to LeBron when he came into Cleveland.
Okay.
That Cleveland team might be a little more tooled.
Yeah.
Up than the San Antonio team, yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But I do feel like he's in a very similar situation where I feel like he has the kind of team where he should be the captain right away.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be no plays ran on that team.
I mean, I think it's just going to come down to him growing up a little bit, which I think he will.
And that's why.
How old is Wemby?
Like 19?
19?
I'm going to look it up.
Stat-wise, on paper, he's rookie of the year. But as far as player
20
on court,
okay. He turned 20 this year. That's right.
Player on court literally inserted himself.
January.
You see how he moves on court. I feel like Chet got him, bro.
Yeah.
Like he's very sure of himself. He's playing like he's been here before.
That's fair.
He's very sure of himself, bro.
So you putting a lot on the confidence
I put a lot on the confidence.
Okay.
But then also, I'm cooking right now. I'm shaking shit up right now.
No.
I know everybody's gonna disagree with that, and I like that.
Yeah.
But I honestly see some logic in what I'm saying though. At the same time,
no. You made some solid points. You made me start thinking different.
I watched OKC. I've literally watched them, and I watched San Antonio games, and I can sit back and I can say, man, if Wemby really took over this team, I wouldn't even have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm not saying he didn't on stat and on paper, yeah, he has. But if you watch these games, bro, you'll see like it's something there. You know what I'm saying? Like what's going on with them? You know what I'm saying? Yep. It should be undeniable. The fact that he needs the ball in his hands, it should never be. There should be no other option.
Yeah, it's crazy because it's like that's one of those like every now and then you get a scenario where it can be a go-to bucket, right?
Yeah.
With Wemby's height, speed, and his explosiveness, that pick and roll is almost a guarantee. If not a guarantee, it's almost a guarantee bucket. And the fact that they're not constantly running it and spamming that shit to death is crazy to me.
I feel
crazy.
He's nuts, man.
I feel like the Spurs really need to kind of step back and start looking at some of those older teams that play with dominant centers. You look at the New York Knicks with Patrick Ewing. You look at the Houston Rockets with Elijah Wan. You look at Orlando when they got Shaq. Like, I remember hearing stories about Shaq talking to his teammates and saying, hey, if you want to win, give me the ball.
Give me the ball,
But hey, and when it's time, I'll give you the ball. When it's time, when I'm getting...
So you pretty much want Wemby to be you want Wemby to step in his big shoes.
I want Wemby to put on his big boy jersey, big boy shoes, big boy shorts, and just really dominate, bro.
All right.
Like, demand the ball. Don't ask. Demand the ball. Like, literally at practice. If y'all niggas not giving me the ball, like, are you fucking serious?
He said,
bro, every time. I want to see Wemby being the first center, bringing the ball up, doing that. Hey. ISO.
Move out the way.
I'm gonna shoot this
Freight
bitch.
train coming.
I'm
Freight
shooting
train
this bitch.
coming.
I'm shooting this bitch. That's what I want to see, bro.
I feel you.
That's what I want to see.
All right. So, well, hey, Wemby, if you watching this or you hear this or this make it across you, Hey,
go crazy, man.
Go crazy, man.
The world is yours, man. The NBA is yours. They already want you to be the face. Move like it, man.
And Chet, hey, if you were watching this, make sure you follow Burgie, man. Burgie been supporting
I fuck
you,
with
G.
you, bro.
He been fucking with you.
Hey, I fucks with him too.
He balling, dog. I can't hate.
Yeah.
I think if it was any other year, I think he wins it. Except I think Wemby's got him.
Yeah.
All right, so my boy's back in the league, man. My boy, man. IT back in the league, man. 10 day with the Suns.
man.
Congrats, IT, man. One, I feel like he holding it down for a lot of players who still got it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Who is not getting a shot in the league for whatever reason based off of where the league is going and everything. But also, the little man has been obsolete out of the league for so long.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? I remember way like Muggsy Bogues used to be one of my favorite players, right? I remember like during that NBA Jam time. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I know Jay gave me the look.
Like,
I can't fuck with Muggsy Bogues.
Muggsy, bro.
I was a short kid.
I mean, I get it.
I was a short kid. I could relate to Muggsy
It's
Bogues.
inspirational. I get it.
Yeah,
okay.
and so, but this is how.
But I was just like, one of your favorites?
He was.
Like, I get it.
This is how influential he was, bro, on me. When I
It was just a name I wasn't expecting. That's all.
the story.
When this clip happens, zoom in on Jay's face. When Deuces,
Hey, low-key, I want to see it back too because I don't even remember. I don't even know the face I made.
he got you the illest.
I didn't say he was the best in the league. I said he was one of my favorite players.
He almost had the glasses on. You like,
I said he was just one of my favorite players. I never said he was. I didn't say, hey, I thought Muggsy Bogues was number
That's
one
fair.
in the
That's
league.
fair.
He was one of my favorite players. But this is how influential he was on me.
Which is wild because I was the opposite. I was like, bro, how the fuck does dog not get his shot blocked every time?
everybody gonna be dunking on dog.
How does he not get his shot blocked every time? It's like fucking unfair. Like playing basketball against a 12-year-old. Are you 18, 19 years old?
But it does say a lot the fact that he got to the league.
Yeah.
He is respected.
And respected.
He
And
is
so
respected.
when I used to create my player, I used to create my player with accurate height because of Muggsy Bogues.
Yeah.
Because of Muggsy Bogues.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Versus
That's
now, I'm
fair.
like, I'm making myself, you know,
6'9".
right, to be able to compete.
6'9".
Build up. I play with the builds. I'm like, all right, what build I want to do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But back in the day, like I used to definitely like, I'm gonna keep it accurate height because Muggsy Bogues be doing it, so I can do it too.
Yeah, it's
You
possible.
know what I'm
fair.
saying?
He
But
must
we
have made the impossible
so
possible.
we don't see that. We don't see the short guy no more. So IT back in the league, man. I'm happy for him, man. I'm happy for
Yeah,
him.
Isaiah Thomas,
with
he
you.
signed what, a 10-day with the
10
Suns?
day with the Suns, man.
10 day. And I don't want to be that guy. I'm just happy he's in the league, but
Yeah.
it seems like that 10 day is not going over 10
Nah.
I think Frank, he kind of let
So-
it be known right away. Like,
Yeah, like
damn,
I
dog.
know when you brought it up and was like, I saw the announcement of it. I'm just like, I'm kind of over IT, bro. Like, I don't know.
Why?
I love the idea that he still has the desire to want to play, and
Yeah.
I feel like he can be a bucket when he needs to be, but it's
Yeah.
like, I don't know. It's like, I feel like he done got a 10-day like the last 4 years in a row. It's like maybe you're just not.
No, he been out for a minute.
They froze him out.
I mean, I know they froze him out and all this and that. I don't know if it's.
Since Boston.
I don't know if it's just because he
Boston
has-
run before Tatum and everything like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, that was.
I mean,
Yeah.
I just don't know if he just has like a weird attitude.
Yeah.
Or something like, because I mean one of my favorite games is, I know you brought it up before, was that game when his sister passed away and he dropped 50. Like, I watched that whole game because I'm like, bro, he finna go to fuck off because this is one of those.
It was
it was one of those things that you just felt it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, he's a bucket, but it's also like
I think his
he's
build.
he's trash on defense.
Yeah. His
Like
build
I
is
feel like
really-
that's always been his down. Like, yes, you can be a bucket, but like, granted, you're small. But like, you at least gotta, if you're gonna be smaller like AI was really good at reading the passing lanes and getting steals and playing a good on-ball defender and shit like that. It's like he never was.
Yeah.
And I feel like his defense more than his offense is always what's held him.
He's a liability.
Yeah, it's not even like a bench piece liability. Unfortunately, it's like yeah, he can still shoot, but it's like, a lot of motherfuckers can shoot, and they're younger, and they don't have to come with the drama of the media of having Isaiah Thomas coming onto the team.
Maybe we just wasn't paying attention, but in 2021,
yeah, say like, bro, look,
he did
a 10-day with the Pelicans,
10-day
with the Lakers,
10-day with the Mavericks.
Bro, I'm saying like he just signed hella fucking,
did a 10-day with the Hornets,
hella fucking 10 days. Dog. I'm saying so it's like
10 days.
I'm super happy that he's in the league. He was one of my favorite players. Like when he was on the Kings, he was a fucking bucket.
Yeah.
They were ass, but I loved watching him play.
Yeah.
Then he went to the Celtics and he was a bucket. I loved watching him play. But it's like, you always knew that he always had a fucking ceiling. And it's just certain guys that can't, unfortunately, get past that ceiling.
So you don't think there's no team that can utilize IT?
Not in the modern NBA, because you have to be able to at least guard your position still. As much as you can put the ball in the hoop, you still need to be able to have some sort of an impact on defense. And he never really has. And
I feel like coming off somebody's bench, he could definitely insert himself.
Yeah.
But also, is he worth? Because now Isaiah Thomas has also had like that aura to him where it's like he has to get minutes if he's on your roster.
Yeah.
So because it's like it's just like one of those things, like he has to get minutes because he's Isaiah Thomas.
And I feel like his
he
team,
brings the media along with him. Granted, it might not all be warranted. He might not even want it. He might want a low key. He might have wanted this Suns 10-day to be low key. Like, all right, I just signed a little 10-day. But obviously because it's who he is, and with the recent like last 3 or 4 years,
he was going off in the G League though. I seen him putting up 40-point games.
And that's the thing, G League. And that's where it be giving me hope that some of these people still, like I said, can be in the league. They be going crazy in the G League, bro.
And I'm not saying he's not like big three or overs. I mean, maybe overseas. Yeah. Because there is some talent overseas. Like, there's some good-ass talent overseas. I mean, you know, Kemba's overseas. Jimmer made his whole fucking career overseas.
Dwight was overseas going crazy this year. Bro, Dwight was over there dominating.
But, yeah, it's like, I'm not saying he needs to go overseas. I just don't personally think that the NBA is for him anymore.
Okay. Dang.
Just his... I mean, he's older now, too. He's like 34, 35. Like
we've seen older people in the league.
I mean, he ain't Steph.
No,
they're like the same age, Steph and IT.
No, I'm saying Haslam was like 58 in the league.
He was a locker room guy.
He was a locker room guy.
They say IT was a good locker room general. That's what I heard.
Yeah, I think, but I also think that Haslam was like, I don't have to play. Like, Haslam was like, you see what the Nesses is doing? I'll do less than that.
Haslam is that uncle who, when you come over to the house, you always bring something to drink because you don't want him to drink all your shit.
Yeah, nah, bro.
You like, let me make sure I get his bottle.
Right.
He got a bottle of Hennessy in his hand, but he gonna put it back to drink yours.
He cements it in. He's not going anywhere.
Yeah,
that's the kind of player Haslam was. He's homegrown.
Haslam's gonna get when Haslam is that type of person that even when he's not on the team, when it's all said and done, it could be 20 years down the road. They're gonna be getting ready for another game. Haslam gonna be in that locker room back there, like,
he get a job. We gotta get it. No, he get a job. I'm sure if he doesn't already have his job,
if he doesn't already got it lined up,
he's gonna be working for the Miami.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Nah, that's happening.
Yeah. All right, well,
but IT, man, I'm just happy that he's in the league. Hopefully, he does something that makes him extend that situation.
Me too. I would like to see it extend
because there's players in the league who's not good at defense, who gets hitting on defense, and they can still exist. But his height might be an issue. I agree with Jake on that too. Yeah. I think we're hoping for the best.
We are.
Jake get his ass.
So no, I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping for the best for him. You guys, I think, have the more of the realistic expectation of like, okay, if he goes in and balls out, like he's guaranteed. It's like, bro, I don't.
No.
The track record for me.
Even if he ball out, like them 10-day. Listen, I get 10-day contracts and I understand it, but them 10-day contracts be really the biggest tease, dog. You can ball out and you still won't get nothing.
Exactly,
it's crazy, dog.
Shit, they might just need you. They might just need you for that 10 days to fill in for an injury.
You can't even get excited about a 10-day and be like, oh, I'm a cook. You got to be like, all right, as soon as this 10 days over, what we doing? Like, so yeah, man. Well, we brought up the G League. We got to talk about it. G League is also shutting down the Ignite team. NBA is shutting down the G League Ignite team after this season, right?
Yeah, I think this is the last season.
Yeah, I saw you post. I didn't get a chance to really like read into
it. Bro, they only had a 4-year run.
Yeah.
I was kind of like trying to figure out why, like, what is the reason? Like, was there a reason for? Obviously, there has to be a reason, right?
Not really.
Let me see.
Let's see. Based off of this on Clutch Sports, they didn't say it. Clutch Points didn't say anything about it in regards to, but I don't know why. But I'm surprised.
I mean, is it just because they're not wanting? They want.
The only thing I can think of, it got to be money, because I mean, the G League, as much as talent that's in the G League, and as much as a success that certain teams have utilizing the G League, it can't be bringing in that much money to operate.
Maybe because I know like they were just showing like Scoot Henderson went there and he was the number 2 pick in this past year's NBA draft and shit like that. So it's like,
due to college changes. That's what Yahoo Sports is saying. Yep.
Well, probably the NIL deals.
Yep, the NIL
Yep,
deals.
it's the NIL deals. Yep.
Yeah,
Because
okay. Because the transfer portals. Okay, that makes sense then.
No, that do make sense.
I mean, because it was an alternative.
Yep.
For instead of going to college, you could go join, one of the Ignite team, and then you play there for a year and then you can get drafted,
Yep.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
The NCAA made the call.
NCAA was like, we'll pay.
Dirty, rotten scoundrels.
So, I mean, it was cool for what it was, but yeah, I mean, nothing too crazy.
I don't like it, man.
You don't like it?
I think they should leave stuff alone. I feel like the NCAA, y'all made billions and billions and
I
billions of
agree.
dollars for a very long time, and I feel like they are trying anything they can to stop players from skipping over going to college. I feel like it's not fair. Y'all have done years, decades of making money off these kids and their likeness and not giving them nothing, and they gotta survive on fucking ramen noodles and shit.
Right.
Y'all making billions selling their jerseys.
And if they go out to get a fucking meal, they get suspended.
You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like I can't eat. I can't let somebody buy me a burger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
they, like I said, I forgot who the guy was, but he proposed a change to it because also, and I never thought about this. The NIL deals, even though we're happy that the players are getting their money, there's a lot of players who are not getting no money because everybody doesn't get an NIL deal.
It's definitely it's like
The
pro
elites.
sports.
Right.
It's for the elites.
Right. So what somebody is trying to propose, because they were saying like, no matter what, you can be a nigga on the team, and that team, that school, and everybody, you don't got an NIL deal, so you're not getting paid. But that team is cashing out, especially if they're a team that's competing. Yeah, they're cashing out off of your likeness still because this team is in a situation, and you can be a contributor. Let's say you 6-man, but you're not 6-man enough where people want to give you money, but you still cooking. You doing you having a decent career. So what they're saying is profit revenue. They're saying these kids should be more so employees. So that way they can get profit off it, because like I said, I agree. Yeah, we're March Madness and people are watching because of you, but you are not getting any NIL deals, but you also contributing and we're winning. And let's say you don't go to the league. That whole time there was no money to you.
That's fair.
For free.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn, I never looked at it like that.
You watched your teammate become a millionaire off NIL.
And I'm like, I had never thought about that aspect of it.
It's like, not only do they become a millionaire off the NIL, but they also have a free college education. They got a chance to get their degree in case they don't want to pursue sports and shit.
Like, it's crazy.
So I think that's the only, I can understand the argument where I've seen that, where it's like, well, they're still going to college for free because a lot of those kids are on scholarship regardless of their NIL deals. I think there has to be a standard to where, like you said, like the dude who's coming off the bench getting 15 or whatever like that. Yeah, that guy probably should be. But like you be seeing in the tournaments, the little random fucking white freshman that never ain't fucking seen a minute the whole fucking season. Why would he get an NIL deal? Even if he's on the national championship team, he's not going to play his 4 years he's just on the team to be on the team.
Yeah, because you know what? Because the stat that I saw, somebody was saying, and this is what's even crazier, is like you think about somebody who go have their whole college career. Let's say if you do have NIL, but you don't go to the league, right? Your money's not even coming from what you do. You're coming from whatever NIL endorsement you got.
Exactly.
So now your talent is not even your biggest contributor to your finances.
Exactly.
So now as a kid who has to go to school, who has to practice, who has to play, not only do you got to do that,
now you got to go do this fucking golf commercial.
Yeah, now go do this commercial. Now come stand outside of my business so people and sign autographs.
And you signed the NIL, so you have a contract to send
I was
to
like,
go do
damn,
this.
I didn't even think about that part. I was like, I was so happy that they can finally get paid off of their name and likeness, but it was like, well, shit, but dude, think about all the extra stuff they got to do.
That's why I like Marvin Harrison. They were saying like he could make more money as an NIL receiver playing still for Ohio State next year. But it's like, wow, he could just go to the NFL. Then he's just got NFL fuck you money. Like it's like, I don't know. I think the NIL incentive has its pluses and minuses, just like everything else.
It's new to me. So here's the
it's so new. It's so new. And also like, and I don't personally know anybody who's a college athlete who has an NIL deal to like ask them how
their brain.
how it works.
It just
You know
needs,
what I mean?
it just needs some tweaks. It just needs some tweaks.
We can get in touch with some kids.
Yeah, because it's like the one person I feel like I could talk to. They were in and out of college, and he plays basketball overseas now. So it's like he never dealt with that. So it's like, but his little brother plays for North Carolina, so maybe I might be able. I'll see if I can talk to my guy to maybe see if I can.
Hopefully, Champ's son or Melvin's son. Hopefully, one of the people that we know whose kids are cooking. Like, hey man, if y'all watching this, man, when y'all kids, if they get an NIL deal, y'all come here first.
Like I don't know if you know. I don't know if you know Seth Trimble. He plays for North Carolina. He's JP Tokoto. Went to Menominee Falls.
Okay,
he's that's his little brother.
Oh, okay.
He plays for North Carolina too, and yeah, like one of my homies from high school. That's like JP's best friend. Like he's always going to North Carolina for the games and shit like that. So I was like, I don't know if Seth has an NIL deal. I would assume he does because in North Carolina he's a starting guard. So it's like I would assume he does, but if I'll ask him questions.
I'm definitely. We're gonna put some floaters out there.
Yeah.
So before we get into our fun topic, we got some NFL topics that I want to talk about first, and then we'll end off with that. Okay. So Packers free agency move.
Yeah, we didn't talk about this last week at all because we got when we were remote, it was a late remote recording session because somebody got sick and we were like sick, like sunglasses sick. Y'all saw the episode. Yeah, I wanted to talk about the free agency because it was in the middle of going on, so I didn't get a really chance to. But I was like, you know what? Now that free agency, it's not technically over, but it's like nobody's really making any moves.
Got quiet
like that. Like a lot. It's a lot of smaller moves, but yeah, man, the Packers made some good ass moves, and I know as somebody who was consistent that they weren't gonna do shit in free agency, and you being Streetz being they fucking should. Like, it's about fucking time.
Yeah,
and the moves that we made were
Xavier McKinney.
I want to say that the moves that we made before we go to the players, the moves that we made were fun, cool as shit to look at, but also heart wrenching and like gut punching. Because for bringing in, you obviously say Xavier McKinney might be my favorite fucking free agent sign of the entire offseason.
That was big too. That was a big one.
Because a lot of people, it flew under the radar because it was like it happened, and then the Josh Jacobs signing happened like right after, and that took all the spotlight.
Overshadowed it
because everybody was like, "Oh shit, Josh Jacobs and Aaron Jones, like let's fucking go!" Like I was literally getting ready to record a podcast, and I'm sitting there like, let's fucking go. Like, I was geek. And then during the podcast episode, Aaron Jones got cut. I was like, motherfucker. I was pissed.
Yeah, I was too.
But yeah, dog, that Xavier McKinney, like, bro, he's 24 years old. He was Pro Football Focus rated as the #1 safety in the NFL. It's like, that is probably the most underrated, but also like biggest signing of the entire free agency period for me personally.
That's like I'm hoping that
huge,
that turns into a Woodson on a Packers situation.
That'd be
yeah,
fire.
And then obviously we brought in Josh Jacobs, which was another like, what the fuck? Like the Packers don't do this.
They don't do this.
Like even under Goody, we don't do this shit. Like
they're trying something new, man.
Trying something new. And that's something we said. We said we need some new stuff.
And I've heard it put the best way. It was like, okay, you can argue that Josh Jacobs and Aaron Jones are very similar players.
Yeah.
The only difference is Josh Jacobs he's younger and he has a history of playing every fucking game.
Yep.
Aaron Jones the last 3 years has had a history of being very injured.
He's
unfortunately, he's my favorite Packers running back of all time. Aaron Jones. He probably always will be because I watched him when we drafted him and this motherfucker was a dog from day one. I was like, bro, he runs different. This motherfucker is just he's my favorite Packers running back of all time.
He was funny, he was cool.
Yeah, and like
you know what I'm saying?
Like I said, and just the play on the field, like bro, to be that little, he always fell forward. Yeah. Like no matter what.
Facts.
He just always seemed to fall down when it mattered the most on a big ass run.
He's hard to be tackled.
Yeah.
All right, so
and then obviously we brought back Keyshawn Nixon, which was huge, which was cool because I was listening to the Pack a Day podcast, and they were talking about it, and they were like, you know, the deal that we got was almost perfect because he got a 3-year deal, but it's like we signed him to be obviously our kick returner, but he also signed to be potentially the slot corner. So it's like you're getting a 2-for-1 deal. You're getting a slot corner and a kick returner for the price of pretty much both. Yeah, but it's one player's getting it. So it's like it fills up a roster spot to be able to do that. And then we brought back AJ Dillon, which was surprising.
Very. I didn't see that coming.
I saw it coming once Jones got cut. I was like, okay. I saw Dylan. I was like, okay.
that makes sense.
We have to. So, and what I heard is that even if Goody is still interested, let's say we have a running back in the second round that we really fucking love, we're still gonna go get that.
That's what I thought that was gonna happen. I thought we were gonna.
But I still see that. But like, Dylan's deal isn't like guaranteed roster spot. He can still get cut in the fucking before the season starts. So it's like, you know, and then just, you know, as far as the Packers go, I think we fucking had a great offseason. I think we still have.
What grade are you giving these? Like, if overall this free agency
for the Packers?
What grade would you give the Packers?
We did a grade last episode, didn't we?
I don't think we did.
No, because we didn't really get into free agents. We
did a grade. I remember saying B-. I'm just
you know what? I think I said B+.
I'm taking my minus away.
Okay,
I think so.
I'm taking my minus away. After, because the moves happened after our.
Yeah,
we did.
It definitely did.
Yeah, bring it back.
I'm gonna say
because you was at a B-. I was at a solid B.
I think I was at a solid B as well because Aaron Jones hurt more at the time.
Yeah,
I think I'm staying at B. I'm removing my minus though.
Yeah.
Only reason I'm not saying A because I really feel like there's still more that we could do.
So you had a B+?
No, I had B-.
No, but see, you're removing your minus, so you're just
gonna be a B.
To a straight B.
Okay.
So all three of us are at a B.
Straight B.
So the one thing I saw that the Packers still obviously have some money to spend. We still obviously have some money to spend on current Packer players that are still on the team. So it's like we can't go crazy. Going for free agents. But I heard that like Kevin, I think it's Kevin Zeitler. He was a Brown, and then he signed the largest guard contract with the Jaguars a few years ago. Apparently, he's like one of the best pass blocking guards in football, and that's one of our needs. We need a guard.
Definitely use
we need a guard. So it's like that was like a deal. And apparently, they were saying like the podcast I was listening to, they were saying like the range is like 2 years, like $7 million a year. I'm like, we can do that.
We got that. We can do that.
We can do that.
Definitely.
It just depends on if he wants to come to Green Bay, which I think, I could be wrong, but I think Kevin Zeitler went to Wisconsin, so that might help.
I mean, bro, if you went to Cleveland and you played for the Browns, bro, man, bring your ass, man.
Unless you're a huge Drew Carey fan,
but yeah,
come
and then
over here, bro.
I think that's honestly, besides in the draft, I think what we're gonna do heavy is we're gonna still draft safety heavy. We're still gonna draft linebacker heavy. We're gonna draft
and make people.
We're gonna
draft
jobs. O-line heavy. I saw a couple mock drafts. Joe Klatt does a really good job with the mock drafts. He predicted that we're going to take this corner from Clemson with our first round pick. I'm like, I'm cool with a corner because now with our defensive scheme changing, we need to draft for that scheme.
Yeah,
like our offense should be fine.
Yeah,
our offense should be able to put up fucking numbers, but you know, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
We'll see how it goes. All right. So now let's talk about tampering. Let's talk about
I didn't even know anything about this.
Which shouldn't be a thing. Though.
So NFL is investigating the Falcons and Eagles for tampering.
Okay.
What brought this on?
Click on that first link right there. That one. Yep.
The first situation is just about how Kirk Cousins ended up at Falcon and how Saquon ended up an Eagle. You know, they're saying that.
So it says here that Saquon spoke directly to Eagles GM Howie Roseman during the 52-hour negotiating period. Okay. Well, that doesn't mean anything. He spoke during the period they're supposed to talk.
But they're trying to say, like, now I read another blog and I seen that it was kind of, supposedly it was conversation during last season. Between Saquon,
that would be tampering.
That would be tampering.
Other people during the season because he was unhappy as a Giant, and they were trying to figure out ways to kind of get him out of New York. Which it was a rumor, and I heard
Kirk Cousins admitted it. They said without prompting that he spoke with the team's head athletic trainer on Tuesday.
Yeah.
He had conversations. But I feel like let's stop playing, bro. And I understand these teams be angry and they be mad after they lose players, and you know, especially when the players end up going to a team they got to see. I get it, but
Kirk gotta stop talking. Good Lord, they got so much evidence on him. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Kirk was like, bro, Kirk, but also Kirk has fuck you money, so it's like whatever,
Kirk
bro.
Was like, fuck him, I'm gone. I'm on the way out. Fuck it.
Now I want to see where he changed meeting to call and see if it was obvious. It was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? We had a call.
Yeah,
I want to see how obvious it was because from the way they make it seem like he literally slipped up. Like,
nah, they got him.
They got him.
Yeah, we got him.
Yeah,
they got him.
Which is crazy.
We got him.
Fucking got
him.
Like,
I mean, bro, he probably Kirk probably had on the chain, no shirt, everything, bro. He was wild.
They got him, bro.
He was hood. Kirk.
But anyways, you were saying,
I feel like it's time to just really kind of remove that from sports, bro. These players, they talk these teams, they talk, bro. It's all about you. If you keep your players happy, nothing will happen.
Bro, you hear players after the games talking to each other like, hey, bro, you should come over here next year.
What the fuck y'all think they be doing? They be
like, yeah, but
I'm tired of playing for these niggas. Hey, ask the nigga who run y'all gym. Hey, this next season I'm up. I'm up. Talk to that nigga, bro.
What happened that made tampering the thing? Like, what was it? What was the move? No, but I would say, but what was the move that somebody said? We got it.
Well, it was because a lot of it just came from like people poaching people from other teams.
Yes.
Like while they're like they would walk up to a fucking quarterback after the game, like, hey, when's your contract up? Yep. Oh, it is? Talk to me when it's up.
Yeah.
Like that type of shit.
Not even when it's up. Hey, I'm gonna hit you tonight.
Right, so now I'm with Burgie, bro. Like, fuck that. Because here's the thing. Like, all right, look at it like a relationship. You should feel confident enough that if a nigga walk up to you try to say, hey, this your dude?
Yeah.
Let me know when y'all break up. You're like, man, I ain't worried about that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you a team and you doing right by your players, you shouldn't even worry about that. And if you lose it, whose fault is it? Is it your fault?
Yeah.
Is it, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, what was you doing? What wasn't you doing at home that you lost your girl?
That's fair.
So as a team, what was you doing at home that you lost your star player?
You got to keep your contracts right.
Hey, I'm with Burgie on this one.
I guess that's fair.
Keep your players happy. Do everything you're supposed to do for your players. Not get it. But we all know, as far as sports, you know, right now we're in an era where the players are running the leagues.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
But they also are the reason why y'all have butts in the seats, bro. Like, so with that being said, if you want to keep them people coming in to see your team and spending money on your team, you want to keep the player that keep the people there.
I mean, tell that to Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones believed that the people are coming for him. Jerry Jones, bro, Cowboy fans have been telling Jerry Jones to stop talking for the past 10 years. Like, we've been said that.
He does his own radio show, bro.
But the last 10 years has been very vocal. Like, yo, stop talking, bro. There's no reason why if a big win and the first person to get on the mic is Jerry Jones, not the coach, not the star player, not the offensive coach, Jerry Jones like fucking Vince McMahon and shit. Big Jerry. Like, bro.
Big Jerry.
I hope not.
Like, sit your ass down, bro. Like,
no, but you know, I just randomly thought about another topic for a later date. We gotta talk about the fucking Packers sloppy seconds, bro. We gotta talk about.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. I think, did you say that online? Somebody said that. Yeah, there's so many people getting our sloppy seconds, man.
Thing, bro.
It's
a couple teams who just be waiting, like
just waiting.
Yes,
which is crazy.
And you know what? I'm happy Aaron Jones got the money he got for the 1 year that he's gonna do it.
He deserved it.
He's gonna be on a 3-win fucking team next year that's not gonna have Justin Jefferson on it, but
hopefully he plays good. Hopefully he plays good.
All right, so we have a fun topic that we want to talk about, and we talked about this multiple times, but now we are going to put some ranking to it.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to do our top 5 NBA jerseys.
Yeah, I think it was something we brought up 2 episodes ago. We were going to talk about it last week, but obviously with the situations changing for the recording schedule.
That's podcast. Look here. Yeah. Listen here.
Sometimes we forget shit.
No, we are actually being late, Brett. We are actually changing the game because most podcasts are like, hey, we gonna one day we're going to get into that. Hey, we're going to table that, and they never get to it. We actually get into it. See, this is what you get off the clock sports podcast.
I try to make mental notes of shit that we say to hold it for next time.
This is what you get here because, like I said, most podcasts they ain't coming back to it and everything like that.
Facts.
So, Jake,
yes, sir.
How you want to do this? This is one of the topics that you were passionate about.
Yeah, let's do 5s and let's just go down the line, but let's do all in order, like our 5, 4, 3, 2, 1s, like that. Not everybody list their top 5s, but I say my 5, you say your 5, all like that. And that way, we'll kind of see where everybody is with theirs. Okay. Because I could list all 5 of mine, and then it'd be forgotten by the time Streetz say his. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So we're gonna do, as we said 2 episodes ago, the top 5 NBA jerseys, all time.
Yeah.
So I just figured it's a fun little time because I mean we talked about the logos the one time.
And that's what it was.
The discussion started with the logos, and then we were talking about jerseys and shit like that. Mm-hmm. And I was like, maybe top 5 jerseys, and yeah, we go ahead and get into it. I'll start off with my number 5. It's a classic. It's a fucking classic. You got to do it. It is the Vancouver Grizzlies blue jersey.
Ooh.
I know Memphis brought it back with the Ja Morants and shit like that, but that motherfucker right there with the I don't even know what that shit is on the fucking black trim around the arm sleeves and the neck, bro, but that shit is iconic. I love it.
Yep.
That's my number 5 jersey. I mean,
All right.
That shit is just
That's
a pretty
solid.
jersey, bro.
So crazy. I'm doing the expansion team as well because that Toronto Raptors purple jersey with the red Raptor on it.
With the Raptor?
With the Raptor on it, that is
That's
my
right.
5. That motherfucker was so clean. And you know what I'm saying? I remember I put a lot of stock on who's wearing that jersey too.
Because you're a VC guy.
I'm a VC
Yep,
guy, and
you're a VC
it was
guy.
so iconic
Yep.
to me just
The
seeing
dunk
VC.
contest.
Like,
So-
So now
Did-
that's still on my get jersey list. Like,
Yeah.
I'm still getting that jersey.
I was about to ask a stupid question that I knew the answer to. I was going to say, was that the one? Obviously, the one with the, but I couldn't remember if that was the
Yeah.
one with the black back or not.
Yeah.
That shit was cold too. The
Yeah.
purple
Yeah.
front with the black. That
Yeah.
was the
Yeah.
main
Yep.
VC ones, but
Yeah.
them shits was cold too.
Yep.
But no, I like that one. Streets, what you got for your 5?
For my we run through the whole
Just
5.
number 5.
My number 5 is the purple Bucks jersey with the deer
With the deer on the front.
Ooh.
with the deer on it, and I've gotten that for my collection.
Is that biased or is it just because you really fuck with it?
I really fucked with it.
Because I know obviously us being Milwaukee based, it's like
fucked with
it was
It's-
up there for me
it's
too.
both.
But I was like,
It's both, but it's one of those jerseys that I love when they retro it.
Yep.
Like I was so used to seeing the Ray Allen version.
That's
I
cool.
got the Ray Allen
fair.
one.
Okay.
So when they when they retroed it and they brought it back and they seen Giannis on the back of that motherfucker, it
Yeah.
just brought it all back again. Like damn, that jersey's so fucking
Yeah.
cold.
Yeah, that motherfucker
so it was
cold.
dope, it was dope seeing that.
That
bro.
motherfucker was
So
cold.
yeah, my number 5 is the purple joint with the deer on it.
Nice.
all right, cool.
Bucks jersey.
My number 4 is the AI Philly Sixers black jersey.
With the gold,
With,
gold
yeah,
red.
that motherfucker iconic
The,
too.
the
Yeah,
black with
yeah.
the black Sixers, the Mutombo ones and shit.
I
Yeah,
had
it's
joint.
that
Yep,
one.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for black jerseys, bro. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Them shits just look cool with any color.
And that was
I feel
cool because
like.
they had the white. It was the white
That-
with the
the
red
blue-
stitching around
and
it.
then they had
Yeah.
they had the blue one too.
Yeah.
I didn't like the blue one so much because I'm like, bro, it just
the
looked
black
weird.
one was harder. The black one was harder with
The black
gold
one was
and
cool.
red
The
and
black was my
and the
favorite one
collars
because
and
AI with the black sleeve with the black band,
Yeah,
bro. Like I
it was
fucked
different.
with it.
It was different.
I fucked with it.
I
So
had
that's
that-
my
I had
number
that joint.
4.
All right, so my number 4 is going to be the blue Pistons jersey, the one with the horse on it, with the actual like motorcycle
Like
Pistons.
the
coming out.
teal green
Yeah,
ones.
oh, yeah,
Okay,
like that bluish
like
teal
that
green.
blue green. Okay,
Yeah, that
The-
motherfucker.
the
was-
Grant Hills.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah, definitely Grant Hills.
Yeah,
Grant Hills.
Definitely during
That's the
Grant
first
Hill
person I
heyday.
think of when I
Grant
think
Hill
of-
heyday. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that motherfucker was so cold to me, bro.
Yes, sir.
That
Yes,
motherfucker
sir.
was so cold to me. Yeah.
Definitely
Yeah, I
hard.
fucks with it
Yeah.
definitely.
My number 4 is the black Bulls jersey with the red pinstripe.
Yep, I was gonna say was it the pinstripe ones because then yeah, them
Pinstripe.
shits was
That motherfucker
cold.
was
Listen.
clean. That motherfucker was hard.
That
Listen,
shit is
bro.
too dope.
Another one that's on my list. I had that joint, but I'm getting another
Yeah.
one. So yeah, man, that's just iconic, bro.
That one is iconic. as a
Iconic.
bitch.
I remember seeing Bone wearing that joint with the white and black Concords. Crazy. So,
Oh yeah, bro, with the
Yeah,
white and
bro.
black Concords, yeah, that goes
Listen, bro,
stupid.
going brazy out there.
All right.
So,
Yeah,
that's
that's nuts.
my number 4.
My number 3 is I'm going kind of like the same thing with you, but I'm going the Orlando Magic black with the white stripes.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. You gotta fuck with it. I fuck
That's
with
one
it.
of
The
them. That's
Shaq,
one
the
of them.
Shaq
That's
and pennies,
Yes,
the
that's
T
one.
Mac ones.
The penny
Yeah,
one.
the penny
I was
one.
gonna go with the blue, but then I
Penny
looked
one.
I looked at a picture of the black ones. I'm like, nah, bro, I fuck with the black ones way
one's
better.
iconic, bro. And I
The-
think I think
the
they
blue
still
one is
retro
cool,
that one
too.
too. They
Huh?
still retro.
They
that
do have a
one.
retro one, yep. Yep.
So it's crazy, but you'll see. But my number 3. It's actually going to be a classic. It's going to be a minimalistic jersey and everything like that. But I am going with the classic New York Knicks jersey. Something about that white, blue, and orange.
Just
but
the white
one.
one?
The
White.
white one.
Okay.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like that classic one is just so iconic to me, bro. And it's one of those ones that like every time that I was like I'm into like getting jerseys, I made sure I got me a Knicks jersey. It
Yeah.
was just
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, just to be able to get that. At the time, I'm rocking all white Air Force Ones with the white jeans or whatever. Like you know what I'm saying? Like hey, I had my fit. That was early hip hop day, G. That was the day, G.
I feel you. I feel you.
I feel a lot of hate this podcast. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I just feel like I've been feeling a lot of hate. First with the Muggsy Bowls, now niggas don't like. Now I feel like Unc in that video, like, on my fit trash.
You was at that damn Hamptons, a New York Hamptons party.
Oh shit! No, I fuck with that. It wasn't like the modern one with the black siding, was it?
No.
Just the
Royal
okay,
blue
just the
orange.
OG one.
Yeah,
Okay.
the OG
Orange.
ones.
Because
Yeah.
I fuck with the one that's got like the black siding too.
Yeah.
I fuck with that one too.
Yeah. That one was hard. I know what you talking about.
Yeah.
That's the Allen Houston,
Yep.
Larry
Yes.
Johnson era.
Yep.
Yeah, that one was hard.
That one was
My
hard.
number 3 is the Denver Nuggets jersey with the the city.
Oh yeah,
with the Rainbow City.
yeah,
Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
With the houses and everything
that
like that.
motherfucker was hard.
First of all, you wasn't a nigga if you ain't had that jersey.
That motherfucker was
Everybody
hard.
who was selling dope, who was getting money, if you want to let everybody know you was getting money, you had the Denver throwback, bro. Like it was a known. Like
The white one?
He got the white one, the English or the Montembeau. You had one of them on. Yeah, bro. Like bro got bread.
Yeah.
Bro got money. All right, fool.
All right, then, bro.
All right, dog.
So yeah, that's my number 3.
That's what's up. I fucks with it. My number 2 is going to be one that was already listed. It's going to be the Raptors purple with the Raptor on the front.
Okay.
That shit is iconic, bro. Like,
Definitely.
It's one of the coldest. I mean, because the fucking Raptor, dog. Like that shit.
Man,
just,
that
shit,
Raptor look it's so crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's dope. So I'm obviously we already talked about it. So that's my number 2 is the Raptor.
So my number 2 is pure just how hard this fucking jersey is. And it's one of the ones that just like you can always find a dope, like you can pull it off with something dope. And it's that classic Blazers black and red, white, black, red and white.
Okay.
That motherfucker's so hard. Like you know how like the Raiders jersey just feel like it's like that motherfucker hard as a bitch.
Yeah.
That Blazers jersey, and I don't know if it's just that team because that team was on business. You know what I'm saying?
I had the Rasheed Wallace.
Yeah, but that
I had the
motherfucker.
Rasheed Wallace with the black and white sheets.
See, you can always find something to go crazy
In high
with
school,
it. You
I
can
had
do the
the
breads
sheets.
with it, bro. Like,
The
bro.
breads. I had
Yeah.
the sheets. I had the Wallace Blazers jersey, and I had the patent leather high top black and white
Yeah.
sheets. I remember this fit because I literally set it out. You know, when Christmas break, and you
Hell
got that
yeah.
one fit when you come back from Christmas break. I had that fit sitting out like, oh, I'm finna bust that motherfucker head when I get back to school. So
sir.
yeah, bro.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
I feel you. That Blazers jersey
Yeah.
is definitely
That Blazers
definitely
one
one
is
of them
dope.
ones.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Still to this day. It's
Still
yeah.
to this day.
still hard.
Blazers have always had some dope
Hell
jerseys.
yeah.
My number 4 is
2.
Oh yeah, my number 2. My bad. Yeah. My number 2 was the Detroit Pistons jersey, the one with the horse on it, the turquoise joint.
All right.
That's one of my favorite ones, and it's literally because of Grant Hill. I remember when they revamped. I really wish they go back to that. That logo was so fucking hard.
It was
The logo
hard.
now is so trash.
The logo was hard.
That logo
The
was
jerseys
hard.
was hard. The colorway for them, like with the turquoise.
It's just it was a different, like it was just a different color scheme, bro.
Yeah.
It was
Like,
just cold, bro. Like the
and then they
jerseys,
went red,
bro.
white, and blue. It's like, bro,
Yeah.
y'all just
They just went basic.
y'all from Detroit,
They
bro.
went basic.
Like,
They went basic, bro. Like, come on, jazz this shit up, man. We already seen the bad boys.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
start something new. Give us something
Yeah.
new. And I feel like they did that, and they took it back away. Like whatever. But that's that's my number 4, man. I love that jersey, man.
Number 2. Give us
number
that 4. Yeah.
I'll give us number 4. Number 2. That's on my list of jerseys
All
to
right.
get to.
okay. My number 1 is probably a top 5 most iconic NBA. I think everybody would take this shit. It's the classic Kobe Bryant Lakers yellow.
That is a
Not that one. That one is cold.
That one
but
is
I like
cold.
the more modern, like the Pau Gasol
Yeah.
Okay.
Lakers and shit. Like, bro, that shit is just it's iconic, bro. You look it up,
definitely
that shit
is.
is iconic. I could have went.
That's my one. That's the one that I love as far as Lakers jerseys.
I see. I thought that was a little bit. See, I like the more of the modern look than like the old school because that shit just reminds me of like they hadn't reached like the modern fonts and shit. Like they just still that shit look like it's got bubbles and like the holes in it and shit still instead of it
That's
just
the one as far as the yellow jerseys.
Yeah.
That's my favorite of the yellow.
That's fair.
jerseys.
the yellow
That's fair.
jersey.
Nah, but I love the Lakers yellow.
That one. That's a solid
Yeah.
choice. Solid ass choice.
I mean, you could have either went. I was thinking about going with the Lakers white, but I was like, I kind of fuck with the Lakers yellow. I don't. It's better than the Lakers purple to me.
The white took a while to grow on me.
It
was weird seeing the Lakers
Yeah,
in white.
that white purple.
Yeah, it was weird at
It's
first.
the
I was
only.
like,
I mean,
they have
yeah.
a
I mean,
white.
the Lakers white is dope because it's the video where Kobe dropped 81.
Yeah.
Like there's shit like that, but it's
Yeah.
like, nah, that yellow is just the Lakers yellow for sure.
So
Yeah.
my number 1 is actually an alternate version of I think that was your 3, but it is the white Magic's pinstripe on the black. Because there's a lot.
It wasn't
that-
black.
It was
They were black. The
Yeah.
pinstripes were black.
yeah. The
pinstripes
The
were-
white one.
the white one
The white one.
had
The
black
pinstripes
pinstripe.
were black.
Yep,
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. That's the one.
Yeah.
Yep. That one. I remember I had one of the very first jerseys that I actually had personally. So when I first came back to the city, Joey gave me his Pistons jersey. So that was one of my favorite ones right there. But when I was able to get my own one, I had a reversible white pinstripe and black pinstripe. It was reversible. And and I remember I had the pennies at that time to match it as well.
Nice.
And bro, that was like the coldest jersey that like ever in my head. I was like, bro, this motherfucker's so cold. Yeah. That's one of the ones that I'm like, I want to go back and get for sure.
Yeah.
There's 3 jerseys on my list to go back and get. Is that one? Is the primetime Dallas Cowboys one with the stars on the sleeve? Not the big star, but the all-star one with the multiple stars on the sleeve. That's one of my. And then a Vince Carter original.
There was only one. I was never a big like match the jersey to the shoes kid. Like I just never really was that. But there was always one combo I always wanted. It was the fucking black T-Mac striped jersey with some T-Mac 2s, bro. That's all I ever wanted. That's all I ever wanted, bro. I was like, I wanted. And the craziest part is you can obviously find T-Mac 2s now, but they're fucking expensive as shit.
Oh yeah.
Bro, I just want a pair of black T-Mac 2s. Like them motherfuckers.
Hey T-Mac, man, come on, man. Support new media.
He was my favorite. He was my favorite player growing up. 12.
12. Support new media. Send my boy Jake a 12, man.
Yes, sir.
Streetz, your number 1.
My number 1 is.
He's trying to change it.
I'm fucking with you. I'm getting hit. My favorite of all my jerseys, I had this one, was the royal blue joint. The Lakers royal blue joint.
Oh, I remember that one.
White lettering with the Carolina blue.
I remember that
outline. That's my favorite.
What's it, Los Angeles? Or no, it says Lakers,
Minneapolis.
Right? Oh, Minneapolis.
Not the MPLS. But it was just like an alternate that they had. It's royal blue.
I got it.
White numbers. It is like a Carolina blue outline.
I can picture it, but it's like I'm
just like cold, bro. There it is. Right
there. That one, yeah.
I had the cold.
You know what that reminds me of? NBA Live 2003.
Yep.
That's your because I remember just Kobe wearing
this
it.
one different. I don't know what all that other stuff is.
No, they added some new.
Shit to it.
Yeah, that's just
that one. But yeah, no, I remember
because that shit cold. Yeah.
So my sleeper one, and I was debating if I'm gonna put it in my top 5 or not. But this is one of my favorite ones that I own, and it was that white, sky blue, and orange Clippers jersey.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
that motherfucker was so cold. I remember going to Playmakers, and this is when me and Streetz was going crazy with the jerseys.
Yeah.
And so my whole idea and thing, I was like, all right, Streetz. I know Streetz got something exclusive. I gotta get something before him because we kind of had like an unspoken rule. Like, all right, if somebody bought this jersey, the other person can't get it.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know what I'm saying? That was kind of like our unspoken rule.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right. So I'm like, damn. I'm like, man, Street's been going crazy this past month. I said, I gotta buy me something. And I remember walking in and I saw it and I said, it was the Jason Richardson. And I said,
ooh, Jay Rich.
That motherfucker look cold. And I was like, I don't know if I want to get it. Because at that time, I think I was like, I think I was only there to get some shoes. But then I thought about it, I was like, fuck, if I don't get this now, I know this nigga Street's gonna see it and probably get it. And so I kind of, but it was so cold. I just, at that time, I wasn't planning on getting a jersey, but it ended up being one of my favorite jerseys of all time. I forgot about that motherfucker jersey just till now. Oh my God, that motherfucker was so cold.
You still got all your jerseys?
No, I don't even know what happened. I think them away.
I don't know where.
I can't find. I gave away, but I can't.
I had a high school LeBron jersey, and I don't know where the fuck it went. I don't know where the fuck it went, bro. It was my brother's, and when he went to the service, he left at home, and I just took it for myself.
Yeah,
it was a white one, bro. It was the St. Vincent St. Mary's one.
Wow,
it said Irish on the front, bro. That shit was cold.
I remember the warm up jerseys. Remember those? I remember I had the Negro League one.
We had because we sat back and counted between me and this dude. We had about 60 jerseys.
Yeah, that's crazy. That shit is crazy.
But I know you mentioned the honorable mention. The one that's actually killing me that I didn't put it on here, but I was like, I fuck with these more, was the black Timberwolves one with the trees on the.
That was my honorable mention.
That was solid.
Bro, that was my honorable mention. That black, white with the green tree on the rim.
Yeah.
Dog, I'm telling you.
Man, listen, them Timberwolves black jerseys.
Them Timberwolves jerseys during that period was cold.
I wanted one of them jerseys so bad, bro. I went to Foot Action. They didn't have a Kevin Garnett. They had a fucking Wally Zerbiak. I was ready to buy Wally. I was like, I should get this, bro. I was that thirsty.
Bro, I remember.
I wanted a Timberwolves jersey
about to get Wally.
Dog, I was in
Wally. No disrespect. No disrespect. Because I had no business buying that jersey, and I didn't. But I was this close to Zerbiaking it out. I was like, dog, I might cop this Wally. I was so thirsty, bro.
Dog, it's crazy because when I was in middle school, this kid, one of the kids I went to school with, it wasn't the legit NBA jersey, but he had the fucking Timberwolves.
Yeah.
But it was reversible, so it was black on the one side, then you reverse it, it was white on the other side. I'm like, bro, that shit's so cold. I don't know why I thought that shit was so cold, but yeah, that motherfucker, that Garnett one right there, that shit right there. And that Grizzlies one, that's the one I was talking about earlier. That shit, that Mike Bibby.
The Kings jerseys.
I forgot about this Hawks jersey too. This one was fire.
The Iverson jersey that was on my list. Yeah.
The Kings.
That Kings, I forgot all about that.
None of us put a Bulls jersey on there. No, you put a. Oh, you did. Yeah, you put the black one, right?
Black pinstripe.
That's right. Man. So many classic, bro, and it's just crazy to think like none of our jerseys were like within the last 10 years, like
for real.
So. And you know what's funny? I was
they got way more creative back in that time. They got way more creative.
I said it before we potted. I said I'm a hold and wait. I fucked with the jersey, with the sleeve jerseys.
You did?
I did.
I hated the jerseys.
I loved them. I loved them. The designs were cold. I loved them, bro. The Phoenix Suns ones were my favorite, bro. Like, I don't know. The Warriors one was cold.
The jerseys pissed me off. I hated the jerseys.
Dog, I'm talking about. I don't know why I liked them so much, but I did. Like that Cavs one was cold. I know they hated them. But like the Wolves one was cold. I didn't like that Brooklyn one.
They look like I'm about to go to sleep.
I don't know why I liked them so much, but I did.
Nighty weird.
It just like that Bulls one with the fucking giant bull. I don't know. I just felt like the possibilities were endless with the shit, man. Like obviously, like it is with the regular jerseys too, but. I didn't hate the fucking sleeve jerseys. I miss them.
I hated the jerseys, bro.
Yeah, I didn't like them, G.
The jerseys were so weak to me.
I forgot all about that. That's how much I hated them. I forgot all about them, dog.
Bro, I just remember, what was
it? Look at Dave. Go back, look at Dave. How weak Dave looked, dog.
He looks buff, bro.
He looks weak.
He looks buff, bro.
He look weak.
Hey. He looks buff, bro. I just know the clip of LeBron. LeBron's the reason why they went away, because remember he was tearing the sleeves off and shit.
They got my boy D Rose trying to model the Bulls joint like he really believe in it.
Hey man, them shits was cold to me. I fucked with it. Like I said, I think the Suns one had the best, because I remember playing 2K and I did a franchise and the Suns had like so many jerseys.
We got to shout out D Rose. He announced his retirement.
Oh yes.
Oh, so was that real? Because I kept on seeing it. All right.
He announced his retirement.
Hey man, shout out D Rose, man. Listen here, D Rose.
Amazing career, man.
Amazing
career. Speaking of retirements, shout out to Aaron Donald. He also retired.
Hey, shout out Aaron Donald. Yeah, we shout out the retirees.
The greatest defensive tackle of all time. Argue with me.
I see people comparing.
Hey, this doesn't help your case though. I just want to throw you out. This definitely does not help your case.
No, that doesn't. That shit.
They got me wearing this damn
that
jersey.
shit trash. I ain't gonna hold you. That shit trash.
And it's all loose.
That shit trash.
It's all loose. Like he just left the bar. Like he been drinking all day.
He ain't do it right. He got hemmed up. He got hemmed up.
Dog. Did you hear the stat about Aaron Donald?
No.
The one of two players ever. He's the second player in NFL history that made a Pro Bowl every year of his 10-year career.
Wow, that's hard.
And the other was Barry Sanders.
That's hard.
And the fun fact is they both only played 10 years.
Dope.
That's wild as a bitch.
That makes sense.
That's crazy.
So we ain't gonna talk about it now. Next, but I want to table this.
Okay.
At some point, we gotta talk about sports alt fashion, because this made me think about them jeans. Remember the jeans with all the logo? We gotta talk. We gotta have a real conversation about alternative fashion. We had the jackets, we had the band. We gonna have to talk about it. We gonna bring it to the table.
Okay.
Bring it to the
I got a picture somewhere.
Hey, low key though. I'm gonna say this, dog. I know today's fashion for the NBA players and like in general is just like everything's smaller, tighter, like no homo. Like everything's just like that, bro. We was on some wild shit growing up, dog.
We were
too tall tees and fucking bro. Look up the fucking picture of TJ Ford in fucking during his Bucks time.
My fit with this, I had the jeans with all the teams on them and a white tall tee. And I literally thought I was killing them. I thought I was that nigga. Bro, I wasn't.
So I gotta pull this up real quick.
Oh, okay. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this right now?
You see it on there. So, all right, I'm gonna give y'all this story because somebody made me think about. Big Sean made me think about this, and this is hilarious. And this is the last thing, and then we'll get out of here. Big Sean did
I know where you going with this.
Big Sean did a freestyle, and he said, "What you know about doing your album cover in Sears?"
In Sears.
Hey, this is funny. Me and Street did our first album cover in Sears. Right? This is what's so funny is
the logo hat. Logo hat.
On first album. And
Sears.
this is what's so funny about this photo shoot is you can tell Sears didn't really know what we was trying to do because they kept on doing stuff like, all right, so you put your arm around him. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna put this chair in. We was like, no, we ain't doing that. We just gonna stand here and look gangsta.
Bro, y'all look like completely different humans, bro. Y'all my dogs, but y'all look like that shit is definitely from a long time ago.
This is the funniest shit. This is a whole photo shoot.
No, don't play.
Oh my god!
Look how big this polo is, dog. Look how big this polo is.
Not the crunk, bro. Not the crunk.
My crunk, dog.
Oh man.
Oh shit,
Lordy.
dog. You can see me and Street's like whole fashion career for like the past. When was this? 15 years online.
Times,
if you look,
Streets, you look like you fought somebody after that, bro.
But hey, we want to hear from y'all, man. What are y'all top 5 NBA jerseys? We want to know: do you believe that the Bucks is an real contender to come out of the East? We want to hear about how y'all brackets are doing. You know what I'm saying? Let us know. You know what I'm saying? If you upset, if you feeling good about it, and everything, and then we got to continue the conversation. Wemby or Chet? Who do you have as Rookie of the Year? Let us know in the comments. But as always, man, this is the Off the Clock Sports Podcast, the place where the game begins and ends. I have been your host, Young Deuces. This has been my guy, Burgie Streetz. This has been my guy, Jake Xclusive. This is a Geekset podcast and BLEAV Network podcast, and we are out.
Peace.